And we're back.
Where were we?
I don't know. This is a week later.
Yeah, wink, wink.
Yeah,
it's aborted already to do
oops,
this.
I mean,
it's been 2 weeks, not 2 hours. We're not recording 2 episodes the same night.
No, we wouldn't do that.
It's been like, I was like, let's do the next episode. And I was in my head, I was just like, oh god, already.
Aww.
It's like, it's a burden already. This. Okay, we should probably talk about our sponsors, which are none because we don't have any sponsors.
That is correct. The company's called None. They specialize in doing nothing, actually.
Good business for me. It's really sad that I'm actually saying that. Yeah, no. We don't have any sponsors and probably won't because no one would want to put money into this. This is awful. I forgot to mention one more person from the Shpam Club. Shpam Club. The club specializing in Shpam. The Shpam Club. Sunil. Sunil is another person who, I don't think he's done any on-screen stuff, but
there's a lot of people who are involved behind the scenes.
Just because you're not in the band doesn't mean you're not in the band.
Exactly.
Don't sue us, Jack Black, please.
Oh god, we gotta cut his name out.
Restart.
He's listening. Jack Black is listening.
We really should start making like lists of what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah, we should.
I'm gonna pause this right now. No, we're not gonna pause right now because it's 4 o'clock in the morning and I want to get this done.
Yes.
Why in the world did we think of doing this? God, why? No, he. No answer. Okay. So, on this day's episode,
we're talking about.
Drum roll.
Oh, they can hear that now.
Probably not.
We were talking about.
Let's pick something out of the hat. Kelton, what did you pick?
We picked the interesting story about
the whole
lesbians and bisexuals.
Right, we actually did talk about
that. That is an actual topic we were talking about.
Yeah, we actually were thinking of talking about that. I'm getting really close to the mic. The whole video is just be us coming up with a topic to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Oh, and ends right there. Anyways, yeah, we were talking about that because we just read that.
The Ellen page.
Ellen DeGeneres.
No.
Is that just a thing? If you're named Ellen, you have to.
Yeah, I think so.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you don't want a homosexual child, don't name him Ellen, especially if they're a boy. That'd be really weird for them. That's a good. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, Ellen Page. Someone came out that came out of the closet, and everyone's like, "Oh, there you are." You've been a really good game of hide and seek we had.
We couldn't find you since Juno. Nobody knew where you were.
Oh my god, that was brilliant.
Oh god.
You deserve a medal for that. That was good.
Oh.
We're putting that on a t-shirt.
That is going on a t-shirt.
That's going in my my diary. Diarrhea is more like it. That was good. We haven't seen you since Juno, which is kind of true.
It is kind of true.
Anyways, yeah, she came out of the closet that she is, in fact, a lesbian.
A lesbian.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
nothing wrong with that.
I mean, you're going against the word of God, but no,
anyway.
no, please don't actually. I don't actually think like that.
Oh no, we didn't say that.
And here comes the hate.
Oh wow, haters everywhere.
No, my computer's actually blank. So.
Oh okay.
Yeah, no, there's going to be no haters to be no viewers. You have to have viewers and haters. Yeah, no, there's nothing against. I mean, hey, I don't care what you're putting anything into as long as it's not going into me. That's all I care about. As long as you're not trying to shove anything down my throat, especially food, because I'd probably choke.
Yeah.
Anyways, as we were saying, came out as lesbian, and so we were thinking like, you always like straight girls will like make out with each other. Usually, there has to be some inebriation going on there as well.
They have to be under the influence of a certain
wheat substance.
Wait, we're only beer?
Oh yeah, no, all the other ones are fine.
All the other ones are perfectly fine.
Pretty much only like, I mean, it can sometimes happen through dares, and they'll be like, oh yeah, fine. We've been friends since we were like, 16 and we're 17 years old.
A whole year.
We've been friends since we were like 2, so like they know each other good. or like they've known each other for a long time, and it's like, yeah, chicks still make out with each other. Now, I've been friends with Kelten since I was like 6.
And we've only made out 5 times.
and only 2 of those were dares. And one time we were drunk, okay? So, yeah, no, we've never...
Wait, what were the other 2 times again?
Oh, you were sleeping. No, but, like, we've never made out. So, the thing is, like, why is it that straight girls, most of the time, like, I'm not saying every straight girl makes out, but most, like, straight girls, they'll make out with another girl.
Yeah.
But... you never see a straight guy make out. I'm not saying I'm not saying straight guys, like, nothing against that. If you want to make out with a guy, go ahead. But you never see that. You never see 2 straight guys making out.
Exactly.
Especially if they're drunk. If they're drunk, they're probably going away from all the other guys. That's like, yeah. So why is it easier for girls to make out with girls than guys to make out with guys if they're not?
This is a serious, life-threatening question that we have.
Not life-threatening.
Yeah, that was life-threatening.
Your heart is beating really fast. Wow.
So yeah, it really just
it's
dawned
like we're
on me.
expecting them out. Like they respond to our question. We're expecting them live as we do this.
This is why we need a guest on the show, because then we get someone else's input.
Wait. I got it.
Oh no.
Close your eyes.
No, not the sock puppet. Not the sock puppet.
Just imagine he has eyes.
They can't imagine that because they can't see.
No, I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I'm covering my mouth. Eventually, so I think. Okay, this is my foot is really sweaty. I'm just gonna put my socks.
Yeah. Now your hands smell like your feet. And
my feet smell like my hands. Isn't that weird?
So yeah.
What's your logic behind why straight girls can make out with other straight girls, but straight guys can't make out with other straight guys?
I think it's.
I'm not saying that. I'm gonna have some people like, oh, you want straight guys to make out? No, I don't. I don't care if straight guys make out with straight guys.
We're not implying anything here.
We're not implying that I want to maybe kiss a couple of... No, I don't. I really have no desire to kiss guys.
Yeah, me neither.
There's nothing attractive about a guy. I don't get
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we're hairy, we're smelly.
Guys are disgusting.
There's nothing... Especially
guys are terrible. And girls are so elegant.
You know, probably one of the reasons... straight girls make out with other straight girls. They see me and like, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this. Yeah. I see him, and specifically me. They specifically point out. They specifically
see. They like. I saw Noah Jansen. So
they're at a party. Noah, they're seeing me and they're just like, oh
yeah.
Hey, you want to make out? I've never met you before. Yeah, I don't care. I just got to get that out of my eyes. But so yeah, what's your reason? Why?
I think it's because. Wow, a lot of becauses. I think it's because girls try to like up their sex appeal as much as possible, right? They're trying to they're trying to appeal to all the guys around them.
Yeah,
right. So it's like, oh, well,
and if there's anything to turn a guy on more, it's 2 chicks making out.
Exactly. So it's like, oh, they'll think I'm sexy if I do this.
Yeah,
so yeah. It's because and then you have guys egging them on like.
Yeah, kiss. I don't know why the impression of a guy is always just
the whole football team. The whole football
team. Like a werewolf or something like that. All guys are just werewolves.
Right, and then they're like, well, if I do this, then I'm gonna appear more attractive.
I guess they'll get attention.
Yeah,
but I mean, yeah,
That's it.
That's your reasoning?
That's it.
Okay, my reasoning is I think because boys rule and girls drool. So that's
you win. You win.
That's boys go to Mars to get more chocolate bars, but girls go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Oh. In this way, in this story, boys go to Venus because they have a penis, and girls go to Uranus. I don't.
A good try, I guess. But yeah.
That's it's an interesting subject, like why?
Yeah, and that's something we just came up on the spot before we started recording this. It was like,
yeah, it's actually got really heated.
It got really heated. I have a black eye. I have a black eye right now.
I was gonna say we turned down the heat. I had to put some ice cubes on him, and it was just the thermostat was up.
Oh,
he started hitting himself in the face. That's why he got a black eye.
Yep, I did hit myself in the face several times.
He said, "Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself." I'm like, "You're hitting yourself." Think you can rest.
What else did we want to talk about?
You know what I want to talk about? How when you go to buy chicken.
I was actually just thinking about bringing this up, actually.
So after the last episode, because we're recording these in one night, we were like, hey, let's go get some chicken. And so we went to go get the chicken, and he's like, oh yeah, no, we can't say it. You have to. It can only be sold 4 hours after
it's been made.
It's been made, yeah. And so we're like, okay. And he's like, if I want, I can wrap it up and put it in the garbage, and then you just pick it out from there. Like, wrap it up. Like, it wouldn't be like, throw it in there, rub like some like snot-covered Kleenex on it. Like, if you made it in the bag and all, like, he would just set it on there. Like, there'd be nothing wrong with it. And there was this old lady there who works at the convenience store, and she says, no, you can't do that. And he's like, I don't really care. And I'm like, we probably didn't care either. Okay, yeah. We're going to buy chicken at a convenience store at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Our standards are going to be pretty low right there.
We just want chicken. We don't. You know what? Just give us the raw strips. Just give us the raw strips.
If we have to, we'll go into the back. We'll make our own chicken. You just give us some. We'll microwave it. Like, we'll just nuke it. It'll be good.
So. Then I had to settle for a fruit bowl.
He bought a fruit bowl because that's any better.
Because that was the healthy alternative to buying deep fried chicken
I don't even
strips.
know how much that is actually. Like, that's probably not even real fruit.
That's not even real fruit. It's
that. You like those fake plastic stuff. Your face is turning red.
It kept getting caught in my throat too. I don't know why.
They told us to get out and stop touching all that.
Exactly. Oh, mercy.
I feel like we could be talking about both those subjects for a total of 10 minutes. Like, the whole episode could have just been about these two subjects, and we finished them in like a minute.
We finished them too quick.
All right, speed time, let's go. Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Okay, so this is the part of the show where there's a lot of dead air. Really, we're browsing our brains and for new ideas, clearing a lot of search history as we do it, because we don't want anyone backtracking on that stuff or seeing what we think.
We may actually have to edit this part out.
Don't ever. It's just the worst. Don't do that.
Don't what?
There's literally nothing appealing to what you just did. We have to edit this out. We're not legit. What's the point of editing this out?
It's gonna be like a quick splice and a fade effect. And a cool transition
I don't know
to
why
go with it.
Transition. It's a podcast. It's a podcast. If you can see me, I'm doing like the bunny ears thing. It's like that's
not bunny ears. That's quotation mark.
I call
bunny ears. Oh no.
He's standing up.
Wait. So who was the original people who had the idea of this podcast? It was like me. Was Avery in on it?
I don't.
Not really.
I think it was just like me and Connor.
It was you and Connor, and then I kind of overheard.
Talking in physics class. Well, we've been talking about it a bit doing the podcast, and then I really should have gone to the bathroom before we did this.
Oh well. Should we pause it?
No, let's push through it. What's our time?
Our time is 13 minutes. We should have really stretched those two topics out a lot more.
Stretch and like pull them apart.
Yeah, just like grab them two hands.
Slow. No, we probably shouldn't do that, because if we slow down our speech like that, they'd probably think we're more stupid than we already are.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we don't want people to think.
Well, like, I'm really regretting doing that. No, I'm not regretting. I'm having a lot of fun. Are you? I was cupping my ear up like against the microphone, like I could hear you guys. I could hear you guys speaking in the future. Yes, we're having fun.
The microphone doubles as a speaker as well.
I can hear what's happening in the future. Your parents are yelling like, "Why are you talking to a computer?" Not again. I guess we have to send them to the hospital again. You're like, "Ma, where are my chicken nuggets?" Because you're a 32-year-old man living in your mom's basement, a.k.a. my future. That was. I believe that was that philosopher guy.
Bill Cosby.
No.
Bill
Clinton. There's my Bill Clinton impression.
No, that's Bill Cosby.
Oh, hey. Here, I got an impression. Okay. I call this one JFK. That was JFK getting shot, actually.
That was spot on.
We did this thing in we're talking about in history class because we have to study Canadian history, and we were talking about our one Prime Minister, John Diefenbaker, the only Prime Minister from the province of Saskatchewan. Well, not originally from Saskatchewan, but his constituency was in Saskatchewan. Anyways, we were talking about how in the 60s, John Diefenbaker and JFK, because the United States and Canada were right next to each other. John Diefenbaker and JFK didn't really get along, they as political leaders. Mm-hmm. And I said to her in class, I said, well, they didn't really like each other, but think of it this way: our political leader didn't get his head blown off, so Canada won, United States 0.
Exactly.
Yeah, he showed me to leave the class. Failed the class because of that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I guess I also called her a fascist, so that probably didn't help.
I would think that would help.
Yeah. I love how the topics they're discussing are homosexuality, chicken, and John Diefenbaker and JFK. This is what we have dropped to.
I feel like
2 episodes we've already ran out of ideas to talk about.
I feel like if we blended all 3 of those together, though, we'd have
probably a pretty disgusting mess on our hands. That would not end well for anyone.
If we put those 3 together, we might end up in jail or something.
I'm probably already going to go to jail.
For what?
Fraud.
Oh, fraud of what?
Next topic. I feel like the first episode flowed pretty well.
The first episode.
The next episode. The first episode flowed pretty well.
I thought you did say first. I think you said first.
I'm really tired, man. It's 4:30.
I'm actually wide awake. Believe it or not.
That was hot. Thank you.
So Jay Leno is finally giving up the Tonight Show?
Yeah, that's like
finally?
That was like news like 2 months ago. Jimmy Fallon had his first night tonight, actually.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
This guy, he's so stupid.
I don't follow it that closely.
Wow. I actually don't either. Well, no, actually I do. I watch a lot, but yeah, no, this is Jay Leno's 4th time retiring.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, this time it's
Conan had it for a month, and they were like, "Hey, Jay, we need you back." I
don't think that's exactly how it went, though.
Have you seen the documentary on Netflix about Conan?
Yeah, but yeah,
it was okay. I'd give it 3 out of 5 stars. I mean, it wasn't.
Oh, we're talking about the documentary now.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, but Jay Leno, he retired, and Jimmy Fallon. What happened? Jimmy Fallon is taking over the Tonight Show. So that means, because he had Late Night with Jimmy Fallon before. Yeah. So there's a spot open now. Now what's happening is Seth Meyers from Weekend Update on SNL is now doing Late Night with Seth Meyers. Which is originally what Jimmy Fallon had done. Jimmy Fallon was originally on Weekend Update and then went to his talk show. And there's I don't know what the new person's called on Weekend Update. I don't really like her. So, I mean, it's mutual. She doesn't really like me, but she doesn't really know I exist.
Therefore, she does not like me.
In my head, the world literally revolves around just my area. I never, when I think about movies, stuff like that, you watch a movie and you're like, what was I doing when this was being filmed? Yeah. It's they just appear. Maybe I'm in a virtual reality kind of.
That's kind of what I think about that. Almost for anything, it's like whenever somebody passes away, it's on this day. It's well, what was I doing on that day and time at that exact moment?
For me, I was probably on the toilet pooping or sleeping. That's what I probably spend 90% of my day doing. It's actually
90% of your day.
Really unhealthy. I'm actually sitting on a toilet right now.
We are in a bathroom. We're in a bathroom.
We're doing this in a bathroom. There's really good audio in here.
In the back of your chair.
That was a really dry fart. that was here. Wait. Yeah, that was better. Yeah, probably didn't pick up on the microphone. It was probably just just buzzing at the back.
Buzzing.
Is it a bee?
I don't know if your microphone's picking up very well.
I'm kind of sitting back.
You're You're across the room right now. Yelling
I'm
in your
standing. Yeah, it's just going to be complete silence. This one's actually going to be just you talking to yourself.
What? Oh, you're here.
Oh my gosh.
When did you get here?
How do my vocal levels look on the
They look absolutely stunning. Yeah, that was good.
That was good.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Yeah, okay. How much longer do we have to do this for?
We are in the 21st minute.
Oh god.
And his hand is in his pants.
Yeah, it's just my balls are just itchy. I'm not doing anything.
He's really stretching out the last 9 minutes of this thing.
9 minutes, I can finish myself in 8. Anywho.
8 seconds?
Monkeys in a zoo. No one else is going to get that joke. That's the funny part.
Some people might.
No, really.
A very few select.
Only people who know us will get that joke. Anybody else, you're...
Monkeys in a zoo.
Monkeys in a zoo. We really got to avoid inside jokes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, actually, we don't really have to avoid them because the only people who are going to watch the people who actually know us.
Yeah. I really hope that other people listen to this though.
I think.
And actually enjoy it.
I just think, wow, these guys are a bunch of losers.
But actually enjoy it. It's like.
Yeah. And want more.
Yeah, exactly.
How about this? If there is anybody who actually watches this.
Watches?
And.
Listens.
Sorry, I really thought I was hearing like people outside.
That's what I thought too. It's kind of creepy because it's like 4:30 in the morning. There was a car that just drove by a little while ago.
We're just have it a little bit deader for 5 seconds and listen. Okay, that's here. That
was just the host shifting.
Yeah, why is there someone standing outside though? No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
hey, you want to lock the door though?
No, I don't want to get up now. You scared the crap out of me.
I'm afraid that as soon as I walk over the door, it's gonna kick open and get some guy with a gun. Holy! Oh my god! I just saw the reflection of my feet in the window, and it's like a deck outside, and I thought there was like someone walking up, and my heart just like skipped a beat. Like, oh my god, that actually scared me. Like, I'm like freaking. I'm so paranoid.
Oh my god!
I'm like every little noise. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I wish we were recording this episode. You videoing this episode because you're
like, okay, I'm actually gonna go lock the door. Like, I'm.
Oh god! Don't leave me here, even though you're only walking 4 feet.
If you couldn't tell, I got murdered.
Oh.
It's a ghost.
Yeah, but when we had that little bit of dead air, I think there was a wind chime that was going outside. Did you hear that? I was like, ding,
well, there's wind outside.
Oh, there's wind outside?
No, that's the scary part.
Someone dangling a wind chime.
Who's that outside? It's just me.
Oh, okay, fine. That's fine.
So it sounds good. Yeah. Anyways, people who actually listen to this, if there are any who aren't like people we actually know in real life, please tell us that you listen to it so we don't feel like we're talking to ourselves.
Please do.
Because we know we have a fan base. No, not
like my biggest fear is that people will listen to the first minute and then just go, yeah, and turn it off.
We should probably say that in the first minutes. People know that we're conscious. We're aware of
when we're coming up on 60 seconds. Okay, don't turn it off. Don't turn it off. Keep going.
Okay, no, come on. It gets better. We really get some solid content later on.
We have to remind them every minute.
Come on, man. No, you don't want to leave. What else are you going to do? I mean, like, come on, man.
Come on, man. Oh, what else is in the news lately? What's that thing about the...
It's planet Earth. Nothing really interesting going on here.
There was the...
Center of the universe.
Someone said... You know, at the opening ceremony of the Olympics, when that ring didn't open up, people are saying the guy who was responsible for that got murdered or something? No, or is that just some stupid...
That's like people said, but it's like, no, he didn't get murdered.
I
mean, at least that's what the Russian government's saying. That he didn't get murdered.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I don't believe he got murdered.
Actually, I read this thing, and it's
that
like...
People just probably jokingly say about that, and then there's people who are taking that seriously. He got murdered? That's how stupid people sound. That's how I imagine stupid people sound. You know, I really don't think he actually got murdered. No. Interesting fact enough, though, the ring that didn't show up
yes,
was the ring that represents America.
That's
so,
what I was...
I take that as a sign of war.
We are declaring war on...
Okay, let's not actually say anything because if they're this Russian...
I didn't finish the sentence. We're good.
Is that a gun outside?
Is that a Soviet outside with a gun?
I don't think they're Soviets anymore. They've been Soviets since like the 90s.
There's one last Soviet remaining, and he's outside right now.
He's been listening to us the whole night. It's actually just a bear on a unicycle.
Hate when that happens.
Does that happen a lot to you?
So often.
I really wonder what goes on in your life. All right.
Oh, and also, the other thing in bio, our teacher showed us an article of apparently a guy killed his wife with a Dutch oven.
Like he grabbed like an oven from
yeah, he just grabbed a full-fledged convectionary oven and just threw it at her
with like rope and pulleys like dropped at her like a Looney Tunes episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
how do you kill someone?
Okay, no, you literally mean like he brought the blankets over her, farted, and the methane killed her?
Yeah, or something about how
if there's any way to die, that's how I want to go out.
How it displaced the oxygen or whatever, and she died.
That's stupid. That would mean she have to be like in an airtight.
He had a vacuum sealed blanket, sucked all the air out immediately, just left methane.
He just kept on farting in there. He's like, please, I'm sorry, okay? honey, stop.
How bad would he feel? Lifts up the blankets, 10 seconds later, he's just stone-faced dead.
How awful would that be?
Oh.
I would be so pissed. Be like, oh, come on, it was just a joke.
And they're charging the fart with murder.
They're charging his.
They have a jar of his fart that they gathered at the crime scene, and they're. I
really don't know what it's gonna be like for him in prison.
Oh God, it's gonna be bad for him.
No one's gonna want to rape him. No one's gonna go near his ass. Like, no, man, we know what you do with that thing.
Oh.
Silent but deadly.
Silent but deadly.
That's his catchphrase. The news article for the.
Yeah.
Where was it? Was it in the United States or?
I don't even know. I don't even know where it originated from.
This guy doesn't even
Probably the States.
That sounds like the States.
Everything happens in the States.
Even stuff that happens in Canada happens in the States.
Exactly. It was either in the States or some weird place that nobody's ever heard of.
Like the States?
Yeah, like the States. What's the States? Anyways.
The state of what?
I don't know. What are we talking about again? It's getting cold in here. In the house.
Maybe it's a ghost.
Ghost.
Oh my God, there's actually a ghost behind you.
Oh my God.
I'm always scared of coming in here late at night and just.
Yeah, I was thinking having this house to myself would be awesome, but
at the same time,
I'd be
terrifying.
so creeped out.
That's why I close my eyes, put my head under the blankets when I go to sleep,
and then Dutch oven yourself.
I Dutch oven myself.
That's another topic.
It's just a fart ghost.
There's another topic for another day. Why do our farts smell good to ourselves?
We could answer that right now, couldn't we?
Well, see, I don't want to half-ass it again because we're in the 29 minutes 30 seconds. We finished a topic in 5 minutes today.
So we're recording these and we're not gonna post them till summer probably. We're gonna forget about them. You're gonna sit in the Dropbox and. We'll text Connor tomorrow and find out what the password is to our YouTube channel.
He's the only one who knows.
No, that's not even a joke.
It's some weird series of symbols, numbers.
they're not even actual letters. They're hieroglyphics.
He has a Chinese keyboard that he has to hook up just to put in the symbols.
That's really inconvenient. I mean, anybody in China can easily hack into us. Do Chinese people just have giant keyboards? How do they type?
I don't know. I saw a thing the other day, and it was like a.
Do they just have like one of those iPad things? They just draw what they're gonna write, or? I
think it's just like ours, and just each letter is just a symbol.
No, but they're those symbols. Each one of those is a word.
No, I think some of them are words, and some of them are two letters put together, and maybe some of them are just one letter. You know what I mean?
I don't think
because you see, we're in complete disagreement on this. We're ending the podcast.
I don't know any Chinese. I don't even think we have any Chinese people in our area.
Chinese. We have Asians.
That's kind of a broad term.
It is.
Asia's a huge.
That's
place.
True. Yeah, because like, what do you mean when you say Asian?
You mean someone from Asia?
Asia is a whole continent. It's not just a country.
I guess
it's
normally, like when you see like an East Indian person, you don't say, "Oh, look, there's an Asian over there." You say East Indian. I think when you say Asia, you're more or less referring to Eastern Asia.
Yeah.
So an Oriental-looking.
It's like when
person.
we were talking about when we were saying when you're African. It's like, well, you're not African because Africa is a continent, right? You'd say if you're from South Africa, then you'd say
American. We're North American.
Yeah, but you say Canadian though.
I guess, but the thing is, when you go to North America, there's only like a few countries compared to Africa, where there's so many countries. Yeah. So there's such a.
But if you're from like,
it's at such a broad scale. You know, if the person's from Kenya, if the person's from, I don't know.
I don't know. That's, or they're from
Niger?
Like is it Hungary or Hungary?
Hungary.
So then you're Hungarian.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like,
and then if
like
you're from
Holland, it's like people from Holland. They're not Hollish. They're Dutch.
Yeah, but that's just because it doesn't work out.
In the UK, you got British, you got Welsh, you got Scottish, you got Irish. They all live in the UK. Mm-hmm. Still call it England.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I think when you refer to Asians, you're more or less referring to East Asia.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to get really technical, you say Cambodian, Vietnamese, Philippine. Is it Philippine or Filipino? I feel like Filipino is like almost kind of. Is it derogatory?
I think
like a Filipino. Filipino.
No, I think it is Filipino.
Well, that doesn't make sense to me. It's like just Philippine is like a PH, and then Filipinos with an F. It's like, did they just get lazy and do that, or
no?
Why is it an F and not just a PH, or why?
I think it's. I don't know. That's a good question.
I'd ask like some of the people from the Philippines that are at our school, but
Filipino.
I don't.
I think it's just
half of them don't speak the best English, and I don't think I've talked to the one guy a little bit, but
maybe it's just two different spellings and they're just the same thing.
Well, no, they are the same thing. They are the same thing. I know that much, but
maybe it's just
when you're referring to the country, you spell it with a PH, and you're referring to the person, you spell it with an F.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, maybe.
You talk about Japan, Japanese, South Korean, North Korean. No one refers to North Korean because there's really no North Koreans out besides in North Korea.
Yeah, you can't just say they're Korean because it's like North and South Korea.
You kind of can because really any Koreans you're gonna meet,
I guess,
that aren't in Korea are probably from South Korea because you can't really leave North Korea.
But if you were to call a South Korean North Korean, then they'd probably be angry.
Well, they probably wouldn't understand what you're saying because you said it in English.
That's true.
So
we're in the 34th minute.
Oh God, let's go to 35.
Okay.
How many seconds have we got?
We have 45 seconds.
Okay, well we'll just do kind of like our
the rest is just dead air. It's dead air before you. Okay, we made the 35 minute.
Okay, yeah. Let's just end this so I can go to sleep. Oh my God, it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I gotta work at 7.
No, you don't. You're lying.
I don't even have a job.
What do I have to do tomorrow? I don't have to do anything tomorrow.
Wow, that is hot.
That is so hot.
I'm really sweaty right now. That's why I'm at hot.
Wow, you went from bone dry to sweating.
I am
in about 3 seconds.
I get to that point where I'm sweating that it starts to bleed.
Oh my!
There was actually a guy at the Slayer concert. I guess I go to a Slayer concert. It's like it's a bad thing. And there was a guy there. Probably like 6'5", white T-shirt, and he had just like it was sweat stains and then like red.
Oh God!
It was like he was having a period out of his arms.
Oh,
and is that how it works?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. Anyways, this is the end of the episode. You probably won't see another episode for another 4 or 5 weeks.
I think we should do one during this week again.
Well, we'll just.
If possible.
Let's discuss this off. Anyways,
hopefully when we're back, we'll be with another person. Connor Jonathan.
Probably not, though.
I hope we can, though.
Can I see Jeremy, too?
Yeah, Jeremy.
We should move this table back.
Nah, let's leave it here. For the rest of eternity.
People are going to show it tomorrow and be like, why is there a table? Okay, end this. Right now.
This video is ending right now. Once again, if you listen to this point, we thank you
so much. My mom probably only made it to like the 15 minute mark.
And if you listen to a minute and then skip to the end, we hate you.
Yeah, I will actually.
But thanks for trying.
I will actually hunt you down, kick you in the shins.
But thank you for trying.
Probably not. I'll probably just passively aggressive.
Yeah, we're ending it.